Hello boys, my name is Cleoshi. Welcome back to my blind playthrough of Xenoblade Chronicles Future Connected for Switch. In the last video we left off doing some more quest setups, only to find out that some user is and we couldn't really do a lot of the stuff that we were trying to do, but then they kind of fixed that, I don't know. Anyways, I've decided to put one of my special jury things to rest that I completely forgot about before. And for this reason, we're going to be doing every single quiet moment that we missed in the start of one. We're going to do all of them now. We're going to start with Unity. I honestly forgot what
why Mr. Shulk stopped so sudden?
These are all voiced, so we can just...
About the cave near Colony 9. Do you know it, Nene? It's called Tephra Cave.
Nene no place. Nene tag along once with group of hum-hum. Went to fetch ether cylinders.
I've done that too sometimes. Went with Ryan a couple of times.
Mama, hooray for twinsies! Nene went there during rebuilding effort.
So you did your part to help Nene. Thanks for that.
It seems like the strongest boss in here might only be like level 80 or something.
Duty. Must stay friends and work together with all peoples that live in world.
That's right.
But folk here have lot of angry scuffles. Fight between neighbors bad. Should watch Nene and Kino. Learn to everyone play nice.
Well, I wouldn't say the people here are enemies exactly. They just don't know how to work out their feelings.
That just fancy way of saying fighting?
It's not exactly like fighting. Both sides do understand each other, but their paths took them in different directions.
What Mr. Shulk mean?
If the two sides had simply hated each other, they wouldn't just leave. They tried to drive the other side out by force. But that's not what they did. They still have common ground to stand on. And Melly is here now. They just need some time to mull things over.
Mr. Shulk is very kind person. Very different from Mama Pon. When Nene and Kino get into bad fight, Mama Pon spank first, then ask questions. Nene and Kino always in tears, but always say sorries and make up with hug. End of end, friendship become much stronger. Being friends mean a whole lot more fun, and more fun is more good. Also, everyone in Colony 9 was friends from start.
Well, that's because everyone there was working to help rebuild. We all share the same dream.
But dreams of people here all really all that different from each other.
For now, I guess. But Melly is doing the best she can, and we need to as well.
Nene understand. Nene will wait until Miss Melia make dreams of everyone mushed together as one. But if dream of Miss Melia not go through to everyone, in that case, Nene will give vicious spankings, and no one spared, even not Mr. Shulk.
What? Me as well? Just promise to be gentle.
Okay, then. I figured that it's about time that we catch up with some of those cutscenes, so that's gonna be the first thing that we do. We actually did some of them over there already. We did do a few of them, but there were some that we missed. I think it also tells you the time that it must be at if it requires some time.
Oh, such very depressed.
I go we just did one with Shulk and
Has something happened?
Nene and now Melia, you know, have their own
Why the sighing?
storyline.
It's unlike the bright, bubbly Kino I know.
What? Kino not allowed to be moody? It's sensitive, especially at age of now.
I see. And I hope you'll forgive me. So something worrying you? Anything you care to discuss with me?
Doubt if can help. But maybe Miss Mally have some advice.
Oh, very well. In that case, I'm all ears.
Kino follow Miss Mally and Shaw calls Skulky like to come with.
Yes, quite.
But at start, Kino never think Kino come to such very far away place. That why, when Kino leave, Kino not say bye-byes to Mama Pon. If Kino come back now, there's sure to be heck to pay. When Mama Pon angry, monster look like chew toy. Just thought of remember makes mood go plunge.
Did Oka really have such force of character? But don't fret. It's only because she worries about you. That intensity is nothing but a sign that you are loved dearly, Kino.
Miss Mally sure?
Yes. I'd say she only
There's
scolds you
probably
because
also
she
some
cares.
of our beasts definitely come out during night in the rain, so we're gonna have to do a lot of drudgery there.
Look at it this
Also,
way.
this cutscene is
Kino,
so
you are her beloved son. If you were hurt, Oka would be sad, would she not? Therefore, when she scolds you, it's to try and ensure that you don't put yourself in harm's way. So, do not think it cruelty.
Kino no. Everything resolved if Miss Mally just tells Mama Pon to tone down harsh when angry at Kino. If do that, even Mama Pon may become a bit gentle enough on.
No, that I cannot do.
Mama, why no?
You really need me to explain. Isn't it the mark of a hero pon to take responsibility for their own actions? At least I believe Ricky did, to an extent. If you wanted to come with us, you should have asked Ricky and Oka's permission to begin with. Don't you think that's what a hero pon ought to do?
Mama!
You'll find as you go through life, similar situations may reoccur. If they do, and if you act the way you did this time, nobody will acknowledge you as a true hero pon.
Mama! Miss Mally's so strong. Kino admit defeat. Sneaking on the boat was naughty behavior.
Kino, once you realize you have done wrong, you must reflect on it and rectify it as soon as you can. If you let the chance slip you by, you may not get another.
Kino got it, Miss Mally. From now, Kino promised to never follow friends or sneaky skulky again. We'll follow friends proudly.
Oh. It seems I didn't explain properly after all. What you did wrong was to cause Oka undue concern. So you'll have to accept your punishment, put time into self-reflection, and next time, simply do better. That is the behavior that will let you grow on your path as a mighty hero.
Understood. Kino promise.
I wonder if he really understood.
Alright. Next one is about near this area. Yes, I guess the one thing I was trying to mention, in addition to having to eventually collect diamonds at a higher rank, I'm going to need defeat all the 5 beasts for getting all the art coins and affinity ups and whatnot. So that'll be probably a chance within a challenge. Very hard to figure out exactly that. Sometimes certain time frames can be done at any time, but other times it feels like completely different. There we go.
So high up.
It really is, isn't it?
When stand on tippy edge, I'd go dizzy. Whoa!
Kino, don't get too close to the edge. If you lose your footing, you could fall.
Here is much safer. Strange view when come to think about. Clouds look like floaty fluff below feet.
You're right. I don't think I've ever been this high up before either.
No, one moment. If clouds are in direction down, this continent floating even higher up than clouds.
Exactly. It's floating much higher up than Frontier Village in Magna Forest. Or even Erith Sea.
Strange, so strange. But why this island is floating higher than even clouds?
I think I remember something from an old book. As I recall, the Bionis Shoulder was once inhabited by the Giants, a high advanced race. There used to be many islands floating above Erith Sea, you know.
Kinono, teeny tiny islands floating in sky. Very fantastic view.
The Giants. They could process and utilize hoverstone, a mineral with floating properties.
Amazing! In Erith Sea, they gather so much hoverstone, it lifted up whole continents.
Actually, you might have it backwards. Maybe they took hoverstone from here and transported it back to Erith Sea.
Whoa! Elementary! Kino 220% agree.
Of course, it's best to take all this with a grain of salt.
Huh?
Until now, no Homs, or even High Entia, have set foot on this continent. That's why the book's author might only be speculating about some aspects.
No, it makes sense. Can be no mistaken theory of Shulk. Shulk really do know everything, just like Dad upon say.
Oh no, I'm positive there are things I don't know.
Dad upon say, friend Shulk is brainy smart, know everything. And also brave and cool, and could do anything if he put mind to it.
Did he really? I'm actually a little embarrassed now.
Nothing to be embarrassed about. It's only good thing. He also say Shulk is #1 sidekick of Dadapon. Next in line of awesome.
I see. Good old Ricky.
Alright. They're really cool cutscene. Most Kaiba's are probably really good though. In terms of just being unique and just really fun to watch. The one thing I can never remember is how many quiet moments there are. By the way, I think I'm almost done with all the quests. In fact, we should actually check. I did find out, based off of quest setups, that there are a certain amount of quests that you need. I better include main quest with this to make it a bit easier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, yeah, I'm doing counting in the middle of a video. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. So not including these quests, there's about 40 quests, and I think we're actually almost done with them. Well, if you include the main storyline quests, then I guess there's about like 40 side quests, so from what I found out, it looks like we are already almost done with them. To be honest, that's not a surprise considering the game's ever stuff. Of course, the only one we have left is a really tough one, and you'll see why in a minute. That's like probably like the super boss of the whole game. And also, because the level balance is kind of a bit tricky, I don't know a better way to grind up probably than doing other stuff. Alright, anyway, I don't want to waste too much time here, so we better get all the quiet moments done as fast as we can. Once we do all the quiet moments, we'll have to probably start killing the fog beast too, so we'll have to explore multiple areas actually at multiple times, some at day and some at night. And there's also different characters we need to put in the party each time. I think to save time, we should probably just keep the party the way it is until we need to switch again, and then we'll change stuff. Life without visions. Now, this looks interesting. Because Joke lost his ability to see visions, right? That's probably one of his big weaknesses now, is not being able to see visions. Because before, when he could see it.
What a view. It's nice to see the capital like this.
Being able to see it from here, it's enough to make me tense up. In all honesty, it's making me consider my position and standing.
I see.
My brethren, who transformed into Telethia back then, and those who survived, feeling the sadness that seeped into this land. And then, my father and brother's expectations, calling me the hope of the High Entia. I must be an empress worthy of taking on that mantle. But I don't know how. Much as I hate to admit it, I have not been able to find the right answer yet.
Melia.
Shulk, you of all people must surely understand. You who secured a future for all of us in that decisive battle.
You know, I've been thinking a lot lately about what my visions were.
Oh?
The future that Zanza wanted. That was certainly one of the things I saw. But we fought to deny that future. And in doing so, forged our own path. That's part of it too. But now that I can no longer see them, I find myself doubting. Were we really, actually determining our own fate all along?
Well, it's a good question. But look, you have saved me more times than I can count. That did not come about because of your visions. You used your own judgment, and you chose to act, did you not? And thanks to that, I believe I've grown as an individual as well. I hardly think I said anything funny.
I'm sorry. You're right. I want my actions to have meaning too. Not to craft Zanza's future, nor defy him and bend the world to a future of our design, but to give the freedom to choose. To all beings that call this world home.
Freedom to choose, huh?
It's a cool cutscene. He's kind of referencing what they had to do close to the ending of the base game of Xenoblade Run.
They just want you to be happy, right?
My gloom is no match for you, Shulk. It's just as you say. To become the hope of the High Entia is a fate I choose for myself. Those were the words Father imparted to me. There is no need to fear. That is how my brother encouraged me. I've been so impatient and homesick. I nearly forgot those most important words. I can hear Father lecturing me even now, chiding me for my foolishness. I give you my thanks, Shulk.
It's nothing.
To lack clear-cut answers is hardly a sin, but a sin it would be to cease searching for those answers altogether. For the High Entia who live on in this land. Nay, not only the High Entia. For the sake of all the people of this world, that they may decide the future as equals. That is the vision I choose to guide me. That is the future I wish for.
Yeah, if anyone could make it happen, it's you. But I won't lie to you. The road ahead will be long and arduous. I hope you won't mind me lending a hand. After all, that's the future I want too.
Shulk. Indeed. It'll be my pleasure.
Whoa, that was a little bit glitchy, you saw that? That was a little bit discerning looking at that. Yeah, you saw there, a little glitch. Yeah, whatever, it was fun. That was a cool cutscene. Alright, this next one is going to be very interesting, because there's actually like 5 of them back to back, all in kind of the same area. There's also one area we haven't even explored yet. Let's actually start by going around there first, and collecting his gem while we're here. I'm going to try and get without battles, since we kind of have a weak routine right now. I'm not saying mercenary, we just don't have our main team. And yes, I did play with Melee a bit. If you want to see some more Melee gameplay, just look to the introduction stuff, where I used her specifically for a while. I just don't think she's as strong as Shou, and just with the other characters at least having some decent stuff, I not only want to give them time to spotlight, but also just feel like, compared to other characters, Melee is probably the weakest character in the game. There, I said it. My apologies if anybody gets a little bit annoyed at that, but I feel like she's just slightly stronger in the original game, just due to, if you set her up right, she can do really busted damage, but in this game, she's much weaker for some reason.
Like fuzzy shape of King of Fog thing?
No, even beyond that.
Mama?
When this is over,
I
when
wonder
the
how
battle is
many...
won, what will you do?
Miss Mally asked a good question. Kino goes straight home and reports succeedings to Dadapon.
What will you tell him?
That Miss Mally and others make best as sidekicks.
Sidekicks?
Kino mean friends. Was slip of tongue. Miss Mally, please, no scary face.
Just a joke.
Mama, please not to intimidate Kino.
You wish to be a hero pon, yes? If that was enough to startle you, you've got a long way to go.
Mama.
And yet, I hardly think you need to feel hurried. This journey we're on is a certain first step on the way to achieving your dream. I know you will have many chances to prove yourself yet. Also, I think you cut a very fine figure pursuing your goal.
Oh, then Kino already mighty hero pon?
If you're asking that question, it's a sign you are not.
Miss Mally make no sense sometimes.
What will you do after you speak to Ricky?
Mama, what Miss Mally mean?
As laudable as it is to have made new friends, surely it is but the first step to herodom.
Mama, sidekick... friends is all Kino thought of so far. After Dadapon come back from adventure, he boldly brag about bring back many friends and have great success. So then, Kino also want to tell about how Kino make friends. That not enough reason to want.
What really counts is inside you, but you still have much time. Perhaps it would do you good to think on it a while.
Miss Mally not just tell? Miss Mally's such a meanie. Also, what is mean by still have much time? We not go back once King of Fog goes splosh?
You are forgetting something. The Junks is quite severely damaged. I expect we can repair it, but it will not happen overnight.
Nah, that did slip mind. But everyone expects big return of hero pon Kino. What Kino going to do? Have ambitions, want travel to far land, talk to many much people, and then helping Wing if some in distress. What to doing? What to doing? Magnificent plan of Kino, encounter unplanned delay. Miss Mally, please to helping Kino.
I see you've taken my words to heart.
Mama, what Miss Mally mean?
To think, it was only a little while ago you were hiding behind Nene. You've come very far in such a short time. Helping those you encounter, no matter the problem. You've become quite forthright in our travels. Indeed, Striving to make your dreams come true is a powerful thing.
So, Miss Melly, explain?
Well, being told the answers does not equal learning. How about this? Why don't we think on it together?
Mama! Miss Melly knows the killer after all.
Alright. So this next fight over on the right, we haven't even explored yet, so we'll get some exploring done as well. By the way, it is probably possible to still find weapons anyways, but I don't know if there's a use for it, because it seems like once you defeat the main flag beast, it seems like there's not a lot you can do after that. I don't know yet, though. I could be wrong. There could be a super boss just waiting to be like, oh wow, hello, I'm level 120 and I'm about to wreck your... Yeah, that would be easy. Deadline's gift. Now this looks like it could be interesting. Alright.
Shook, looky look! Plenty of trees growing.
Looks like this area isn't very heavily cultivated. That might be why nature runs so rampant.
Big step for Nopon! Kino make this into Frontier Village Mark II.
Frontier Village, huh? I was amazed first time I saw it. All the pollen factories, built into that giant tree.
Nopon never use metal if can be helped. Except for Sisterpon, who like use hum-hum shields very much.
Oh, right. It's true, though. Ricky never did use a metal weapon. It looked more like a fruit of some kind.
Kino here, this is actually gumberry that store ether within. Kino just make it suck in ether, and then it shoot out contents like real rifle.
Is that right? I'm not sure I've ever seen a berry that big before.
Indeed.
Interesting.
Kino never see one lying around before, that for sure.
The plants that bear them must be very rare. I knew biters, but I didn't know you had curiosities like these.
Well, biter's still more popular. Little Pond Kino also wants to use biter, but no beef on wings, so could not carry properly. But then, when Kino gets in big sulk, Dadapon go and pick gumberry from somewhere.
Ricky did. So he can be a model father. I'm impressed.
Yes, Dadapon is true hero pon. This weapon only used now by Nopon 2 Wimpy to hold biter, but Dadapon was first one to discover. Everyone jumped for happy when introduced.
Ricky is a man of many talents, huh? A true hero pon indeed.
You probably never get to see him except in the ending, basically.
Inspired by a Hom's gun. Ah, Charla's ether rifle then.
I like how Shulk mentions Charla as
I
reppin'.
would have been happy to help him out.
How about it if Shulk give Kino pointers? Kino's still not always hit target.
Pointers, eh? From what I saw, though, it seemed like you knew your stuff.
Kino also thinks so, but still sometimes miss.
Right. Then maybe you'd best learn how to properly handle the weapon.
Properly how?
Am I right to assume you've never really had proper training?
Mama, how's Shulk knowing of that? Kino, state of shock.
I reckon the weapon's more beat up than it should be. You don't want that. More prone to malfunctions.
What Kino should do?
It's important to be as careful as possible. Handle it too roughly, and you could end up warping the grip. If the aim is a little off, it could potentially be because of that.
How Shulk knows such things? Kino never figure out in a million years.
I've always liked tinkering with weapons. Even made my friend Ryan's weapon, in fact. That'll be why. If you need a weapon maintained, I'm your guy.
Shulk really second most awesome after Dadapon. Tell Kino more.
All right. But for now, let's reinforce this to help with your aim. In return, could you perhaps share some more stories?
Kino like that deal.
I like how they talk about Kyo's weapon being other stuff. It gets really funny. I thought it was really funny when, like, see, even Kino and even Shoke knows that that weapon is basically just like Shala. I think I mentioned how Kino is effectively Shala 2.0. He basically uses a similar weapon to that of Sharla and plays very similar to her. Anyway, so now I need both of them. Now I need both Nopon. Time to put Melia back out of the party again. Been a while since the Nopon have gone out together.
Meh, meh. Meh, meh, meh.
Just such a nice so far.
Nice and warm. Snoozy and tozy. Sleepsy and sunsy. Sister Pon, Kino just have dream of become a hero Pon. Meh? Big impressed, Kino. Even dream of being hero Pon in middle of a sleep. Sister Pon there too. Nene in dream too? What Nene do? Kino and Nene were lying in sun, just like now. But then, it suddenly got dark. When Open Eye saw a face of huge Brog in front of own face. Mimir! Hope it not eat us. Tongue of Brog all wormy long. With tongue, it gobble Nene right up. Oh no! Nene get ate? But to help Sister Pon, Kino got self-ate too. Meh, what happened next? Inside the Brog's stomach, full of pollen orbs. Oh, day of happy. How very lucky to be Brog food. No, wait, how we get out? Kino and Sister Pon ate own fill of pollen orbs. Ate till full. It sound like dream. So then, bodies of Kino and Nene swell up like balloon, and Brog blur Kino and Nene out. Such wow! Nene and Kino jammy pants. And that how Kino become mighty hero Pon. Such sudden. Now, what give? Why not Nene become hero Pon? But what happened? It was just dream. Once woke up, no longer was hero Pon. Meh. Well, Nene think Kino become more closer to hero Pon each day. Kino, while travel with Mr. Shock and Miss Melia, Kino tried to talk to all many sorts of people. And also, ancient Nopon art of shifty slip that Kino practiced so long looked like it come along nicely. Mama, really? Hurrah! Kino happy to hear. Wait, how Nene know Kino is practicing shifty slip technique? Meh, please not to sweat teensy details. Shifty also. Anyway, Kino working really hard to become hero Pon. Which mean, one day soon, become hero Pon in life, not just dream. Mr. Shock and Miss Melia such amazing. Always give everything for others. They like real life hero Pon. But what about Kino defeat King of Fog? Could even do all by lonesome. Meh. Kino sure?
I don't know.
Sure.
You can put one. I don't know about that
There no need
Kino.
for Kino to fight by lonesome.
Yeah.
Everyone defeat
You
Fog
could
King together.
probably defeat the Fey boss with any of the sub characters, but Kyo's one of the least
But when
defensive
all
characters
together,
in this
help
game.
one another to succeed.
Not surprising, but he
Make
does
sure
at least have some
everyone
healing, but
stays
even
safe.
then, it's great.
And Kino make sure everyone stay healthy. Mama, Kino convinced? After beat King of Fog, Kino be hero Pon? for sure get big pat on back from bird people friends. And then maybe they build statue of Kino, Hero Pon, Vanquisher King of Fog. Mama, Kino has to do it. Nene always by side of Kino. Not have to worry one bit. Oh. Thankings. With Nene by side of Kino, King of Fog just me a cloudy puff. Let the spirit. Nene also set pluck to max.
Alright, there we go. Just as I thought. Unique monsters still respawn in this game, but they have only a set chance of doing so. Perhaps maybe the way you farm art coins is maybe there is not enough monsters to learn that kind of stuff from, and you would just have to keep re-killing previous uniques to get more coins back again. That would make a lot of sense, you know. Wait a minute. Wait, what is this shenanigan? Why is Teraya in that face? You gotta be kidding me. Are you telling me she is a playable character in this game? Oh my gosh, if she is actually a playable character, I am gonna have to... Oh, okay, now. Okay, you just need Melia in the party. This is just between Melia and Teraya instead. My bad. So this is exclusive over between and Teraya. I was about to say...
that you and I should see each other again, here, like this.
Tyrea, what brought you to the Bionis shoulder?
A good question. Honestly, I had no motive. I wandered without aim, the Bionis no more. Before long, I found myself here. That's all.
Well,
So
this looks like it might be a kind of good thing,
right?
considering Melia
Exactly.
and Teraya used to be enemies in
Though I
the
certainly
base
didn't
game.
expect that chance would bring me back to Alchemoth. The rest is just as I told you. I helped Elam with his research and surveilled the city, waiting for the right opportunity.
So then, you're saying you remained here in order to win back the capital, yes?
If I'm honest, I have to admit, I did consider it. At least until the Fog King appeared.
And then?
The people who still live here, when I showed up, I was a dead woman walking. But they took me in without question. People like that, falling victim to that accursed monster. It doesn't bear thinking about. That's why.
You feel yourself indebted to them, right? Tyrea, you've changed.
Have I? Have I really?
Tyrea, if it's all right with you, why not come with us?
Melia.
We can't pretend the past didn't happen. I know that. But still, can't we at least band together?
I can't.
Is that so? Forgive me, Tyrea. It was thoughtless not to consider your feelings. You must see me as your mother's killer.
You misapprehend. That's not at issue here. I just don't understand.
What do you mean? What don't you understand?
I simply... Since the day Yumea drew her final breath, I've lost sight of the path I should walk. It's still the same now. What can I focus on? Where should I go? What will bring meaning to my existence? Even my staying here, when it comes down to it, I'm just resigning myself to the winds of chance.
Tyrea, that's wrong.
Melia, you continue to misjudge me. I have not changed. I've never known anything, not even my own desires.
I can tell you feel lost, Tyrea.
I've never had anything remotely resembling your brilliance.
Everyone, and I mean everyone, feels doubt. We lost sight of the right path in the Great War. We all did, not just you. I did as well. Nay, I still do now. If I said all my doubts were behind me, it would be a heinous lie. When your heart is lost at sea and drifting, it takes time to find answers within. And when you've lost someone important to you, it takes more time still. Hear me. You are strong enough. In time, you will find your answers.
My skills were once widely recognized, though I may have used them to try and end your life.
Is that still something you wish to do?
If that were the case, you would have gone sailing over the edge of the Bionis shoulder a long time ago.
I believe so too. When in reality, I'm standing here talking with you. So then, I think that leaves us some room for friendship. Doesn't it?
You speak just like those Homs you traveled with.
I take that as a compliment, actually. But it's as you say. It's yet another thing I've learned from them.
Why are you so damn persistent? Is that your crown princess duty? Or do you simply pity the weakling I've become?
Enough. I'll hear no more of this self-loathing. My heart tells me it's the right thing to do. That is all. That is my reason, and the only answer you'll get.
Melia.
What's more, Tyrea? You're all the family I have left. Listen. Once we have dealt with the matter at hand, would you please give me your answer again?
And what if I cannot give you the answer that you're looking for?
I will respect whatever conclusion you arrive at, so long as it's one you can live with.
Alright.
Don't get your hopes up.
Fine. That will suffice for now. I'll be waiting, Tyrea.
Should I really go along with Melia? Am I worthy? After all the years spent in shadows, all the blood. Yumea. Mother. Please give me a sign.
By the way, I was about to say, like, if Tyrea actually ends up being a playable character, I'd actually be really surprised. I'd probably use her a lot more than, well, some of the other characters, but nah, that isn't the case. Still, big of a surprise almost. Kind of interesting. So, Tyrea is just included in the party by default. It's just, instead of, you just have to include Melia for that theme, but it takes place between her and Tyrea instead. Nice little skip. We just kind of skip down here, there. Oh, speaking of which, there's a couple of them. If I had known that, you know, instead of doing that, I should just put her in the reserve spot. Well, out of the reserve spot, but keep Shulk as the leader so I can still move fast. Yeah, see here, there's an
Tyrell,
arrow one.
do you perchance remember the day that we two first met?
I was wondering what you'd come out with. You finally decided to settle some past grudges, have you?
Not at all. I just found it quite moving. Though we crossed blades, contended for our very lives, here we are, standing shoulder to shoulder, gazing out at our shared ancestral home.
Quite. Getting over all that was a minor miracle. If someone told me a year ago that we'd be doing this, I'd have carved out their spleen for suggesting it.
Tyrea, about what I said to you before,
Yes,
are your doubts allayed?
perhaps. Not all of them. However, my answer to the question you posed is more or less ready.
Tell me then.
Melia, you are the last High Entier of Imperial blood.
Well, yes, that is true. Although, are you not also?
Quiet. You must continue the line. You and none other. You are the light, Melia. You must lead us. Gather our people under your banner. I don't think I ought to be there for that.
Why, Tyrea? What leads you to say such a thing?
The fact is, I was an Inquisitor of the Bionite Order, my very existence prescribed by law. You know what role the Order played in the Imperial family's history. I hardly need to remind you.
Tyrea,
Understand, I regret none of the deeds I did for you, Mayor. But even so, all that I have done in that life lingers on inside me, a burden I can't escape. All I do is cast a deep shadow on your radiance. As the Imperial line rises to greet a new age, I would contribute nothing. I'd be a hindrance.
how can you hate your own self that much? If that is the answer you wish to give me, then it would be wrong for me to speak out against it. But I will say this, Tyrea. Imperial blood yet runs in your veins too, as does the mixed blood of Ahoms. We are no different. How could we be?
At this point, it doesn't mean a damn thing.
You're wrong.
Stop talking. I told you not to get your hopes up.
Can it really be your intention to keep blaming yourself? Why? Why won't you turn your eyes to the future? Is this what your mother would have wanted?
How dare you? You didn't know, Mayor. You didn't know my mother.
Mimir! Two of you, stop flaptraps!
Nene, what are you doing here?
That question very irregardable. Nene simply observes sneaky-like from hiding. Miss Tyrea, Miss Melia, sister-pon fight is counterproductive.
What?
It's better to hug and make up blinkety-snap. If not, Mama Pon, roll up sleeves, then everyone's sorry.
Quit this clowning. We are not.
Incidentally, Nene is older sister-pon, so even in fight with Kino, always make up swifty quick. But it's not because Mama Pon scare into submission, okay? Actually, it's what Nene like to call mature attitude. Ugh, just thinking about make old scars and Nene itchy. But anyway, bottom line is fighting is bad. So, now is when pleased to hug and make up. Go on, say, sorry, Sister Pon.
What is this thing going on about?
Mother, huh? If your mother... If Yumea were here now, Looking at us like this, I wonder what she would say.
Hey, don't tell me you're taking it seriously. It's spouting nonsense.
Not it! Nene's nothing! Nene's Nene!
What point is there in talking about it now? There's no way for us to know. She's dead and gone.
My apologies, Tyrea. I know you put great faith in her. So I just thought... But it's as you say. I'll admit, I never understood your mother's mind. Even at the very end.
Yumea's devotion to the Bionite Order was how she honored the Imperial line. And also, how she channeled her woe over our ultimate fate. Her spirit contained no falsehood.
I see.
Due to the loftiness of her faith, Yumea could be very severe towards both me and herself. I'm sure if she could see me now... Attending at Yumea's side, serving her unto exhaustion was my whole life. Yumea's desires were mine as well. What's more, the blood that flows in me is in essence
Tyrea?
Yumea's blood and her will. Are they really doomed to just cease to be? Would Yumea really? Would Mother simply allow this?
Hey, whatever has got into you?
Melia, if Yumea were here, if she saw me, saw us two, here's how she'd rebuke us. If you wish a future for the High Entia, you must do whatever is in your power.
Huh?
Changing one's way of life means negating your past self. I tried to change myself, and the path I walked until then, I disavowed. The precious path I had walked as Yumea's loyal retainer. Let me be me then. The Empress's your shadow. And I'll do what's in my power.
So then, you will not change your ways, but still walk alongside me. Is that correct?
Yumea, Mother, kept me by her side for that purpose. She already showed me the road that I should take. I think I'd like to repay her by putting her will into action. For her, and for the future of the High Entia.
I see. So that's the answer you have chosen. I'm glad that is your decision, Tyrea.
You may be a fitting vessel to inherit the throne, but as a politician, you'll be much too soft for your own good. If you got blinded by pretty ideals and came to ruin, I could never face my mother.
No, I'd never be so...
Let's face it, you'll need someone to rein you in when you get too blinkered.
Frankly, I find the suggestion somewhat offensive. All right. But in that case, I must make a pronouncement too. I, Melia Antiqua, Empress of the High Entia, by my name do solemnly decree. Be thou guardian, for our subjects and the race entire. Act the mistress of unseen shadows, and pledge thy very life to this throne. Swear your might, to my bidding, Tyrea.
I accept. I will honor this commission, Your Majesty.
Miss Tyrea, Nene very proud. Managed to apologize very beautiful. Major sister bomb vibes.
Who are you calling sisters? And I'll have you know, I've nothing to apologize for.
Me? But Miss Tyrea just did proper big bow to Miss Melia, no?
You little... Are you actively trying to insult me?
Meme? But about her plenty sorry feel. It's just like when Dadapon make apologizes to Mamapon.
Whatever. I'm too old for this.
The future is within our grasp, sister mine.
That was quite a big story. Sorry if you heard any weird noises. I was just getting a drink of water. Recording does get really tiring, you see. So that should be all the quiet moments in the game, at least right now. There's probably some... No, wait. Oh, wait. No, I know. I know exactly where to go. There's at least a couple of quiet moments remaining. Some I think up here, others might be somewhere else, but I can never tell where. So to make it easier, we'll just go straight to Alchemov. Check both of these side spots first to make sure I'm not missing anything. Yes, there are some flying enemies up there. I think this is actually probably the big area where we will have to do our high level grinding eventually. Because there's a lot of fog beasts just individually just in here exclusively. This probably is our late game fighting area, which would make sense. Except for the ether sots, most of the bigger fog beasts are here. Oh yeah, there's the 5V store there. Doesn't show the second floor since that one's where it is. Alright, one last quiet moment to view. The future is ours.
Not long now, father, brother. With these two hands of mine, I will reclaim Alchemoth.
Hey, Melia, are you nervous?
Do not worry, Shulk. I'm just a little heightened. Trembling with excitement, as Dumban might say.
That's good to hear. I suppose it's no great wonder, though.
How about yourself? You've been given a big role to play. Taking it in your stride as usual.
Well, I've been remembering our time on the Bionis shoulder. It hasn't been easy. But we found the refugees here. Got to know Teelan and so on. I'm glad we came.
I see.
If we can retake the capital, and then get ourselves back to Colony 9, that'll be us sorted.
Sorted? Huh?
That's right. We're just about there now. We've got this, you know.
I'm sure.
What's wrong?
Say, Shulk. Tell me, what are your thoughts on the rift?
Right. Considering everything we've seen so far, we don't really know all that much about it. I've never seen anything like it. The Fog King, I mean. It's alien to the Bionis and Mechonis.
Indeed. The rift is a complete and utter enigma to us. All we know for certain is that its existence poses danger. A wholly new threat. For a wholly new world.
Sounds ominous.
Are my fears unfounded?
To be fair, there's a lot about this world that's different. Frankly, it's anyone's guess right now.
Hmm.
Does it bother you? The rift, I mean.
I have an ill premonition.
Oh?
Disaster. Complete ruin. Inescapably looming over our future. I know not why, but that is the vague dread that I feel when I consider the rift.
Hey now.
I think
I'm
you
sorry.
probably were supposed
I
to
know
see
we have a
this
big task
just
ahead.
before the final
I'll try to
boss.
keep my chin up.
So this is one of the last
It's
quiet
okay.
moments you would meet in the whole game,
misgivings
so
may
I guess
just
it
be a
makes
weird
sense that I did
hunch.
it last, which is good.
Or for all we
Being I
know,
did it
they might
like
come true
this.
tomorrow. But there's plenty more we don't know. The future. No one knows it for certain. Still, that doesn't mean we're entirely helpless. Our actions, they're what shapes the future. We've proven that countless times already. So I think we'll get through this. If we stand together, no power in the world can stand against us.
Shulk. I swear, you never change.
Oh, sorry. I guess I might have gone a bit overboard.
No, I don't think that's possible. I think your words have hit the mark exactly. The future is ours, and it is decided here. All we can do is give our all to build a better one. Indeed, whatever awaits ahead. I seem to be in your debt again. You keep doing this, always helping me when I'm down.
I didn't really do anything, though. I'm just happy I could lift you up.
My thanks. All right, then. We have crucial work to do.
Defeat the Fog King and restore Alchemoth, right?
Exactly right. Shall we?
Alright. That's finally done. Let's go back and change probably the leader back to the one we want. Oh wow, it tells you all the stuff too. Okay, so it tells you if you've checked them or not. And you can view these at any time now. Alright, so that confirms that we got all this done. You can also see all the fun sectors. That's actually kind of interesting. Lots of interesting stuff there, actually. Alright. Well, unfortunately, that's going to be the end of this episode, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, comment, rate, subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.